Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, marvelous. So nice to see you all here today. And I mean, what a wonderful year it's been so far. Right. So I just like to say sorry that we have to do this on Zoom, but I'm afraid we haven't quite finished disinfecting the bunker yet. But I'm glad to see that you're all holding up really well. Okay, so let's take a look at the agenda today. Looks like we're going to have a full day. Great. So, yep. Okay. Adapting to the times. Yep. Building forwards, better. Challenging opportunities, engaged excellence. Oh, can someone actually tell me why I haven't been able to reach any of the fellows on Zoom this week? Are they on strike again or something? Linda, can you tell me what's going on?
Linda, you're on mute.
Linda, is this going to be a disaster? Where have all the fellows gone? Okay, they're gone, but where have they gone? What's happening? Okay, but I need to know more. Okay. Can somebody please just unmute themselves and tell me what on earth is going on?
I'm sorry, Melissa, I don't know how to tell you this, but all the fellows have left.
What do you mean they've left?
So it all started when someone tried to tell Mick Moore what Panto is.
So I guess the meeting we had about not telling Mick Moore what Panto was useless? Marvellous.
Yeah, it really freaked him out because after finding out, he literally just packed up his things, pulled on his hiking boots, and he walked straight into the Downs. He was playing the flute like some kind of academic Pied Piper, and all of the ICTD were following him like ducklings.
It was actually quite beautiful to watch.
Yes. Okay, Linda, we get the picture. But not all of our fellows are where are the rest of them?
So I'm just having a look here, and half of them went on furlough actually because of COVID. 4 of them disappeared because they got left in a Zoom breakout room and we've literally not seen them since. And Miguel's been editing some welcome video footage for 3 weeks straight. He's clearly gone mad.
He's gone mad?
Yeah, I've heard him refer to a Canvas intro video as his Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, and to add to that, 3 people got absorbed into this DFID FCO merger that we hate so much. 4 more have retired, and yeah, that's everyone. They're all gone.
Marvellous. Great. Okay, so you're telling me that we're 2 days away from term and all the fellows have vanished. Yes, Linda, figured that one out. Okay, so does anyone have a suggestion of what we might be able to do? I mean, obviously, Linda and I could teach all of the seminars, but I'm really looking for a more creative group solution here. Any ideas?
What if we cancel teaching?
Oh, my goodness, Ness, that's not going to work.
May I make a suggestion?
I suppose, yes.
Puppets!
Puppets?
Puppets! We can replace all the fellows with puppets.
You must be kidding me.
I am able to procure a set of puppets at a very low cost to the Institute. They will bear a striking resemblance to the fellow and staff. If all teaching is online, all conferences and presentations are online, We can replace the fellows with puppets, and nobody will notice.
What?
I assure you, this can work.
Melissa, I'm going to jump in here and say I actually have to agree. You may or may not know this, but within our HR working group, we've been discussing something called an FRPS for a while. We could call it a fellow replacement by puppet strategy.
What? Why?
Well, we found that in many ways, puppets are actually way more convenient than fellows. I mean, think about it. They're flexible. They're super adaptable. They don't eat meat. They come in all colors. And the best thing is, they're GDPR compliant.
Okay, I do love a good strategy with a good abbreviation. But don't tell anybody I asked. Are these puppets unionized?
We're not. They are not.
Wow, that's another plus. They also need smaller offices. They have years of experience with online entertainment, and they don't go on and on and on and on about books that they could have written if only they had had more time.
Okay. Yeah. Like Linda, this is fantastic. But are the students going to really believe this?
To be honest, they believed it that there was going to be in-person teaching when they all got here to Brighton. At this point, they will believe anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they still believe that IDS is #1 in the world for development studies. Okay, so you can organize these puppets for us, and they're going to look just like our fellows, right?
I guarantee you by Monday morning, we will have a full set of puppets that even our fellows' family couldn't tell apart from the real ones.
Okay, well, that's just marvelous. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful. So let's work on that, and we'll reconvene tomorrow. And remember, IDS, engaged excellence. Bye.
Okay, guys, it's showtime!
It's time to play the music, and it's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the puppets on the Panto show tonight. It's time to jump the fellows, it's time to go online.
I hope the students like it.
Who cares if students like it? It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, populational. This is what we call the Band of Man.
Good morning, everyone. It would be great if you could all please turn on your cameras. Never mind. I think I figured out how to do that myself. Welcome to another ideas class. Oh wait, am I audible? Jack? Jack? Where's the tutor? Jack? I can't tell if anyone can hear me.
Yes, Laila, we can hear you. But maybe you could fix your camera a bit.
How's this?
A little better. I think you're on mute, Laila. We can't hear you. I think you're still on mute.
Ah, so good to see your lovely faces. Now, I know everyone's been struggling with the lockdown and all the changes going on in the IDS, but I think that you'll be
Nice new face.
Face to face. Zoom sucks. Face to face. Come alive. Come alive.
Quiet!
Face. The pastoral is political.
Well,
Face
I
to
never.
face.
Unruly politics in my own Zoom room? This would never happen in Norway. Look, we know you're all upset and you're all in luck. We have a surprise for you today, and we're hoping it may address some of your grievances. Jack, do it now. I can't handle this constructive non-compliance. Now they're revolting in my own classroom. Put them in their rooms. They need a time out. Just do it now.
Hello. Good to see you all today. I'm happy to be here.
Well, it's all a part of the diversity quota that I created. Some say it's a big quota, the big quota, and as the least racist person in the room, I know some say we needed a quota. And so you're welcome for that. It was a lot of work, but I did it. You're welcome for that, Buhari.
Trump. You did not mention my name very well. I am Muhammadu Buhari. It's exciting to let my voice be heard. But Trump, for the records, you did not invite me here.
Hi, and welcome to IDS. I must say it is such a surprise to have you guys here today. But desperate times call for desperate measures. Anyways, so our students are, how do I say, absolutely struggling with the adjustment to online learning and with our new fellows. So we're hoping that you guys can help liven things up a bit as this year's visiting fellows. We would normally prefer to go emeritus, but actually, first, let's go over some new ground rules and about the module assignments.
Ground rules? What? No rules, only walls.
Trump, this would be a good time to put on those listening ears and learn when to step down, yeah? Actually, did I invite you? Doesn't matter. All right, our first module is about human rights and government intervention. Buhari, yeah, I think you've been having a little bit of human rights issues in Nigeria. So maybe you're ready to kind of step it up, maybe, yeah?
Yeah, as a former military general myself, I can step on any.
Hey now, as the least racist person in the room, I think I should be in charge of that.
No, no, no. I think I would like Buhari for this. Though I admit, Trump, you also have a lot of experience in violating human rights as well.
Thank you, Linda.
Hey, the swamps are all here. Sorry I'm late.
Having a bad day, my Kodik?
I am not a woman, so I don't have bad days. I mean, yeah, my emotions are controlling my every thought, and I can't stop crying.
Yeah. Laddie, you've given me a great idea. Let's take a journey. Since you're so in touch with your feminine side, I think you should cover gender. Woo, exciting. Our other fellows, so Hella and Yerker, are just kind of like always so busy with the Panto and things, and they just don't really pay attention to the other core duties. So,
wait a second. I love women, and women love me. I should be in charge.
No, Donald. I've already got Vladdy, so enough, yeah? Anyways, now on to sustainability. So just between you guys and I, Jeremy, our old fellow, was just way too abstract. I mean, I love theory and all, but it was just way too much. Yeah. And at IDS, we like to stay different. So actually, I thought Bolsonaro was coming. He could have handled sustainability, yeah. Uh, actually, let me think about that. Give me a second.
Oops, sorry, I was not on mute. Sorry, I've just been so consumed by the pandemic these days. I mean, it's only going to disappear. It's like a miracle. One day it's here, and then the next it's not. And all thanks to my leadership, of course. In fact, Linda, I hear you have a class on health and development. I could show my COVID diagram and.
No. No. We've already have puppets covering that, so that won't be needed.
What about climate change? I bought my Sharpie with me.
Absolutely not. Sorry.
Okay, what about business as a development actor? BADA. A lot of people think I'm a BADA myself, a badass.
Trump. Now we know who is invited and who is not. First, he loses his job, and now he cannot get a new one. Poor you, Trump.
Excuse me. I haven't lost yet. We will win this. And as far as I'm concerned, we already have.
Trump, my babushka, don't worry. Now that you've lost, you can finally come to Russia with love. You will enjoy it here. No one complains about anything.
Right. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Absolutely, really great. But Buhari, you're up first, okay? So my my colleague Lila and her students are waiting for you. So good luck, great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And your surprise is IDS has hired some new visiting fellows. May I introduce, joining us today, President Buhari.
Buhari?
We talked about this, my pudding pie. Oh, wait. Yes. You did tell me not to say that. Sorry. Yes. Now listen. Boris has the seagulls. We have the squirrels. No one will notice. Yes. Nevada. Nevada is in even real states. No, wait. I'll give you Hillary. What do you want? I'm not muted.
Why is he here?
Lila, you're fired. Gone. Out. So now that I've taken care of Lila, sorry folks, still getting the hang of Zoom. So it's Jack, right? Aren't you going to introduce me?
No.
Well then, hello do-gooders. You all know who I am. UPenn grad, stable genius, business and globalization expert, foreign and domesticated policy pro, emphasis in domesticated, diplomat, and extremely good looking. I know. You're all starstruck. I'll pretend the silence is an applause.
Well, everyone, let's show Trump how we do things at IDS with the 4 rules of teaching. The first one is decolonize the
Curriculum.
Good. Deconstruct the
Narrative.
Yes. Decentralize the
Knowledge.
Excellent. Finally, decontaminate
The tutors.
No, you ungrateful people, your headphones.
That was interesting. Let's start. Jack says breaking out spaces are fun. Talk about inequality for 10 minutes. Go.
Well, you heard him. Off you go.
Hello? Anyone here? No one's joining. Should I just leave? Just leave. Oh, wait, someone's coming in.
Hi, how's it going on in here?
Hi, Jack. I'm just here by myself.
Oh, no. I don't know how to respond to this. Quick, just pretend you're freezing up. Maybe they'll think it's a bad connection and leave me alone while I slip out.
Jack? Hello? I can't hear you. Are you frozen? Wait.
We can't hear you.
Tap the screen.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Mute.
I'm really sorry. This seems to happen to me every week for the seminar. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, have you guys seen this week's reading list? It is insane. There are the recommended readings, the suggested readings, the essential readings. It is way, way too much. But despite all of that, I have to say, as a woman of color, I really loved Nash's ideas around scrutinizing intersectionality, especially how Black women are its quintessential subjects. I'd never thought of it before.
Oh my God. I just love Nash's idea. I love the idea around scrutinizing intersectionality and how Black women are its quintessential subjects. I love that.
Are you kidding me right now? That's literally what I just said.
That's such a good point, Student 2. Thank you for bringing it up.
Hi, everyone. Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts on puppet inequality. People inequality. Oh, no, just inequality, sorry. Seems like you've been having a very good discussion.
Honestly, Jack, not really. This is our 10th breakout room of the day. And Trump, what gives? This is not what we had in mind. Although it's maybe better than a couple of weeks ago when Max lectured, you know how slowly he talks. But we've paid a lot of money, and I'm not sure we're getting what we signed up for.
Oh shit, they don't like the puppets or the visiting fellows. And they're catching on to how unqualified we are. What do I say? What do I do? Oh, what was that? I need to go.
Guess we lost Jack. How convenient.
So what do you guys think about this visiting fellow idea? Please tell me there are others. It can't just be Trump. He's the reason why I fled to Canada.
Honestly, at this point, I just hope that there's someone with new ideas, and hopefully someone who's good with money. IDS seems super broke.
Yeah, it can't be worse than some of the fellows we've already had to deal with. They honestly act like Muppets sometimes.
Hey guys, I think we are almost out of time. So who is going to say something about inequality? Anybody? Student 5, what's going on behind you?
You're not at 2 meters distance. Come with me.
What, you're measuring the distance between me and my computer?
Let's go.
This is ridiculous.
Rules are rules.
This is crazy.
Come now. Come.
This is crazy.
Well, that was a failure.
My God, was it?
Yes, it was terrible. How could you ever let Trump into the IDS?
I knew that was a bad idea. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. Everything's marvelous. Okay. Linda, I thought we agreed that we were going to hire some distinguished visiting fellows. Did you not read over the recruitment paperwork I sent you? I mean, did we even hire Trump? Why is he still here? I thought we had agreed on the other two leaders.
You know, we really didn't have much options. I mean, just between you and I, they're all we could afford. And I've already assigned them roles, but I'm a little bit of a bargain shopper, and we might get a cheap deal on Trump. And just between you and I, he's a little bit desperate these days for jobs. Basically, it boils down to this. These puppets or those puppets?
Okay. Get me the other puppets.
Melissa, which puppets?
The first puppet.
Melissa, The original fellows? They're gone.
No, the puppet.
Just fire the leaders or lock them in a breakout room.
You know, it would be easy to fire them. The uni loves to make budget cuts. Adam should know. Am I bad? Oh my goodness. But they're very desperate these days, now that that rent strike was pretty successful.
Do you know, you're right. It might be the best way to cater to the university. And we do want them to still believe that we're a charity after all.
You're bad. You're bad.
Oh, and on the bright side, puppets can't get COVID, and that's marvelous.
Damn straight, that's marvelous.
Hello, everyone. How long have I been here? Who am I? Mom? Anyone? Anyone? Why is this happening to me? Why is everything so damn crazy this year?
Robert, was that class at IDS? Was there only one student in it?
Oh yes, now that's what nowadays they call a breakout room.
A what room? A freakout?
A breakout room. It's for punishing students who don't do their reading. You know, like standing in a corner in a school.
Teaching at IDS has become just too complicated these days.
Well, it's certainly got too complicated for me. It's absolutely crazy. This has been a crazy year.
Somewhere deep in the South American jungle, Ricardo emerges from his sabbatical leave just in time for Panto 2020. Having been cut off from the world, he checks online to see what he's missed.
What? How can I make sense of all this?
Ricardo decides to reach out to his fellow alumni survivors just to make sense of it all.
Wait, has someone else joined the network?
I think it's Ricardo.
Ricardo? Ricardo? Hello? Hey? Any survivors? What?
I don't hear anything. I think he's on mute.
We interrupt this network for a newsflash. Is 2020 the worst year ever? The IDS alumni thought it would be a good year to raise babies, have one if they haven't already, and get married. Congratulations to all who did. However, the global lockdown and the rise in COVID cases changed all of that. Here are some alumni from the MA Panto to sing all about it.
On the first month of COVID, 2020 gave to me.
Megan fled the royal family.
On the second month of COVID, 2020 gave to me
Masks and social distancing.
On the third month of COVID, 2020 gave to me
More colonial media stories.
On the fourth month of COVID, 2020 gave to me
Kim Jong pretending to die. On the fifth month of COVID, 2020 gave to me
the global Aussies Outback Barbies.
On the sixth month of COVID, 2020 gave to me
more fire, riots, and injustice.
On the seventh month of COVID, 2020 gave to me Kanye for presidency.
On the 8th month of COVID, 2020 took from me.
The Olympics of 2020.
On the 9th month of COVID, 2020 gave to me.
Continued fire, riots, and injustice.
On the 10th month of COVID, 2020 gave to me. Pope supports love and equality.
On the 11th month of COVID, 2020 gave to me.
Hope and possibility.
On the 12th month of COVID, 2020 gave to me a vaccine, Christmas, and a tree.
That was such an amazing song, guys. That definitely made my 2020.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good.
Are you guys going to be watching the Panto?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I hope to.
Guys, I heard the alumni saved Panto 2020.
Hey!
I guess there's only one thing for it then.
Merry Christmas!
Meanwhile.
Siri, is David Attenborough still alive?
Yes.
Oh, wow! Thank God!
Robert, was it always this crazy at IDS? I can't remember this being this bad when I was director.
Well, kind of. We used to drive students crazy this last year with those weekend workshops.
You mean your participatory workshops at weekends? Anyway, that was yours. My trips to Lewis were much
Yes, I
more
think
popular.
they've found them pretty nice. Oh yes, well they would be, wouldn't they? You can go and have a drink after your work. There was no alcohol in IDS.
Really?
And certainly not lay on drinks, which I think needed at the end of or perhaps in the middle of any of my workshops. You remember the 5 stages of grief which they suffered.
Oh, of course. I mean, Rostow, he did these 5 stages of growth, and he was a very clever guy.
Richard.
Yes.
Richard, I think you need a
hearing aid. My voice is perfectly strong and loud.
5 stages. 5 stages of grief.
Of grief?
Have you not heard of the 5 stages of grief?
Meaning the 5 stages of growth. Yes. Well, I thought, what is grief?
The grief. Well, the grief is that they suffer. It's withdrawal symptoms when they leave IDS.
Hi, so nice to meet you. I hear you want to come to study at IDS. Happy to answer any questions you might have. Yes, I'm so excited about going to IDS. I want to change the world. I wanted to know more about what's life after IDS, like what kind of jobs does everyone have? What's it like working in the development sector? Yes, very sensible. Well, I have a great job, but again, I graduated a long time ago. Maybe I could invite some of my friends who graduated more recently. Just to warn you though, they graduated very recently, just last year actually. So they're still a little raw with grief. Look, here's Denial. Hey Denial, what do you think of life after IDS?
Hey, nice to meet you. I mean, I guess to summarize, life is great. As you can see, The sun is shining, as it always is at IDS and in Brighton. I just stepped out of the study space for this call, hoping none of the newbies take my dedicated seat. They should know. It's mine. Things have been a bit different at IDS since things have gone online, though. For example, Ness doesn't come around each night telling me to leave the building and that I don't live there. It's great. I get so much more sleep in the Panto props closet now that there aren't other people moving around the building trying to work.
That's nice. What about work?
My application process consisted of sending 52 claims forms to Miguel, and then one day he gave in and hired me as his research assistant. We worked on this great D&G project for OGP funded by CETA in partnership with USAID under the Pearl programming in the MENA region. So just simple, usual straightforward stuff. But after a while, the project ended and the new cohort kicked me out of their virtual classes when they realized I wasn't a student anymore. But I found another gig as assistant to a research assistant for a PhD student who works with Miguel. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a visa for some reason, but that's what marriage is for. And now I've moved out of the Panto props closet and into a real British house. I have thoroughly integrated with the natives, as you can tell from my flawless British accent. But not all of my classmates have had such an amazing experience as I have. You should probably ask Anger how he's doing. But I have to go anyways. I can't miss a McMorwalk on a beautiful day like today. The British weather. Toodles.
It's all shit. It's all shit. I don't know what to tell you. This job market is broken. The development sector is broken. I thought I'll work in the UK. I'll get a great job. But either someone keeps cutting development funding or someone keeps inventing viruses and blaming it on bats. Look, don't think I'm just complaining, okay? I was a star student. Like, star. I know they're not supposed to tell you that because everything should be participatory, but I was, okay? I got a high merit in my critical review of the philosophical antecedents of civil society literature. I asked pointless questions to confuse speakers in every lunchtime seminar. Okay, I can cite references in Harvard and Chicago using Zotero, of course. I even memorized 3 Robert Chambers books. He just keeps writing more and more. Heck, I even got "This is interesting" 3 times on my learning journals from Miguel. That's more than anybody else even submitted learning journals. But you know how many jobs I got? 0. Oh, the job market is so difficult. Oh, the social sector doesn't have jobs. We regret to inform you. Back in India, Supreme Leader Modi ji has created thousands of jobs as cow vigilantes. How many has Boris created? 0. I got so frustrated applying for jobs that I took a job as facilitating coordinator and friend at a pro-climate change group, Extinction Rebellion. I was so excited. Finally, a practical, real-life use for unruly politics. But you know what? That turned out to be voluntary. Back in India, this would have never happened. Because Modi ji has just banned NGOs. No NGOs, so no voluntary work. I have written to the career support at the university so many times, but they just keep redirecting me to the NHS mental health hotline because apparently I'm too angry. Even my 45-year-old uncle, who has political expertise from WhatsApp University, telling me, "Arey, come back to India. With this anger, you will be great asset to Modi ji's strategic writing unit." Anger. What anger? I don't have any anger issues. I have bloody connectivity issues, just like an IDS.
So we lost him, thankfully. So, does anyone else have something to share?
Hi! Yes, I do. So IDS is great and you'll have the best time, but since graduating it has been a bit tougher and, but if you keep going, eventually you will get a great opportunity. I mean, I was very lucky and very quickly got a short-term contract with DFID, which is amazing. But then Boris Johnson was elected Prime Minister. And then DFID was merged into the new Foreign Office for Recolonisation. And I was coordinating the funding for fossil fuel extraction in Africa as part of Boris's greenest bestest, newest deal ever. So not really my cup of tea, but I did get to use the power cube analysis, which was wonderful. So I, after that, just started applying for honestly every opportunity on LinkedIn. I actually did get a job in development, but it was business development. And then I also applied and got a job in governance, but that actually turned out to be corporate governance. And then I went for a job in policy, but I just wasn't that interested in HR policy, not really my thing. I did consider political communication, but unfortunately the only people hiring were the Four Seasons Total Landscaping companies, so yeah, gave up on that. So I basically decided to go somewhere for like state building support, so naturally went to the US and worked for USAID, which is great. But eventually I just got tired of laying bricks in the hot Arizona sun. #build the wall. But yeah, so that obviously came to an end anyway when Biden was elected. But I've got some great on-the-ground experience and improved my Spanish, and have lots of LinkedIn endorsements from Jose, Juan and Fernanda, so that's, wonderful. The advantage, obviously, of all of these short-term jobs is that now I've been able to save up, and I've just about managed to pay for a 6-week internship at the UN. So now I work at the UN, which is great. I mean, not real work, honestly, because everything's online, so it's not like I can even go and get coffee or do any photocopies. But eventually, when it comes back, here's hoping Santa brings a vaccine. You should speak to Depression, though. I think he's applied for some similar jobs.
Are you okay?
Clearly not. My name is Depression, after all. Todd, you know how much I yearn for a cheddar scone from the cafeteria? I even missed the X25. I started sticking gum under my living room table so I'd occasionally accidentally touch it, but it's just not the same. And sometimes when I'm particularly sad, I stand under the shower fully dressed, I make seagull noises, and I pretend I'm back in England. I used to get sad about child poverty for its own sake, but now I feel weirdly sentimental about it. So, yeah, I mean, things haven't been going well, so I decided to do a PhD because I needed anything, to fill the octagon-shaped hole that has been in my heart ever since they tore IDS away from me. And it's good, it's good to get my head into books again. The pages, they dry my tears, and no one can hear me cry in the library because I'm all alone there. The topic of my thesis is institutional loss, postpartum depression in mid-level academia. Plus, I have Microsoft Office access again, which is good, and all the other PhD students seem about as sad as I am, so we're like a little support group, And on a side project, I'm working on a process to desalinate my tears so I can use them again when I water my plants. #circular economy, #green revolution. When will this all end?
Wait, so did no one get a full-time job in development?
Yes, I have a good job. Yeah, which is great because I was really sick of the job that I had before IDS. The long hours, the stress, the toxic corporate culture. I really needed to get away from that. And now I actually feel really good about my current job.
So IDS did help you find this new job.
Actually, my new job is my old job. See, I didn't like it before, but after working in development for a while, it doesn't look so bad anymore, At least we have coffee after 2 p.m., we have internet that works, my boss isn't on strike most of the year, I'm not accused of plagiarism anymore, and there are no seagulls trying to steal your lunch. Yeah, and you know what? They actually pay me to work. I have kids. For me, working in development is the real poverty trap. So it's fine. Yeah, and the best part is that in the end, I've been able to use a lot of the things that I learned in IDS in my work. See, I work with green energy, developing these massive hydro plants in the Amazon basin. And before, we would just simply kick the indigenous communities out. It was horrible. Now it's different. Now we engage with them. We listen to their voices. We invite fancy professors to do rural development tourism and catalog their culture. and then we kicked them out. Oh, you know what? It's not been easy to accept the fact that my time in IDS is over. My year there was beyond perfect. 1 year traveling across Europe. Studying the real problems of the world. It was so rich, so diverse. I met people from all races, tens of religions, dozens of countries, hundreds of stories, and all leftists. Only the right kind of diversity. Nothing can really match that experience. Sometimes I feel like IDS ruined the world for me. Seriously, my current coworkers don't even know what's the meaning of the A in LGBTQIA. And I've been trying to promote change in the office through some PDIA, but everything is so non-participatory. Yeah, and my boss doesn't even care about my political economy analysis of wider trends in the office gossip. Miguel would love that. Oh man. Oh my god. I'm starting to sound like depression again.
It's nice you guys can grieve in front of each other like that. Do you know each other well?
Oh, no, we just get together every year to ride the Panto.
Puppets! Puppets! Where are you? Here,
Kermit!
Is everything going according to the plan?
Yes, Kermit. It wasn't hard to convince Mick to take a whole bunch of people out for a long walk in the Downs.
The longer we suggested it be, the happier Mick was.
We locked 4 lazy ones who wouldn't go into the walk in a breakout room.
And I ate the code.
Only 4? Where are the others?
Oh, the government helped with that. The Europeans were sent back to Europe. Others are furloughed. And with a massive cut in aid and recent spending, the rest are now Deliveroo riders. We've got IDS to ourselves.
What about the students? Are they suspicious at all?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Not a clue.
How did they ever get accepted into IDS?
We better keep an eye on the lazy fellows in the breakout room. They're still around here somewhere.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You know, it's not that bad, this breakout room. Not bad at all. Nothing like some time away from your students, eh?
You're right there, Zoella.
Who would have thought 30 years ago that we would be sitting here in a breakout room online as fellows at IDS?
These students, they have no idea how good they have it. Imagine having 9 master's programs to choose from. 9! We only had 3 measly ones to choose from.
When we were students at IDS, we'd be glad to have an online breakout room.
A breakout room, with or without online?
Online. 35 years ago. When we were students, we didn't even have computers, let alone rooms.
We had our breakout room in a filthy corner of the octagon.
Octagon? You fancy you. We never used to even go to the octagon. We used to have our breakouts in Stanley Park, up in the woods, come snow, rain or shine or hail even. The best we could manage was breakouts in the library square in front of all those Sussex students.
But you know, we were happy in those days, though we had no internet.
Because we had no internet. Our instructors used to say to us, internet does not buy you happiness.
But they were right. We were happier then and we had nothing. We had our welcome meeting in a tiny room with great big holes in the roof.
You were lucky to have a room. We MA genders have the welcome meeting in a corridor. All 86 of us. No furniture. Half the roof was missing. We were all huddled together in one corner for the fear of falling.
You falling. We MPhils, we used to dream of meeting rooms and corridors. It would have been a palace to us. For the MPhils, welcome meetings were in an old water septic tank out in the woods. And rooms, corridors, you mollycoddled wimps.
Well, when I say a room, it was only one hole on the ground with covered with a piece of tarpaulin, but it felt like a room to us.
Lucky you. We were evicted from our hole in the ground. We had to have classes in the sea.
You were lucky to have a sea. There were 160 of us, and we were kept in a small shoebox in the middle of Lewis Road.
Cardboard shoebox?
Yeah.
Then you were lucky. We had classes for 3 months in a brown paper bag in a septic tank. We used to start classes at 6 in the morning, clean the bag, eat a crust of stale bread, do field work in Mulskum for 14 hours a day, week in, week out. And when we finally would get back to IDS, God forbid we didn't remember the difference between a conceptual and a theoretical framework. Our convener would make us memorize IDS's 6 strategic initiatives, 5 strategic priorities, 4 pillars of engaged excellence, 3 strategic goals, 2 mutual learning hubs, 1 grand vision, and a partridge in a pear tree. Luxury! We used to have to get out of the sea at 3 o'clock in the morning, clean the room, eat a handful of pebbles for breakfast, go to field work in Rottingdean every day, come back to IDS, and our convener would make us memorize Judith Butler's key insights. The move from a structuralist account in which capital is understood to structure social relations in relatively homologous ways to view of hegemony in power relations are subject to repetition, convergence, and rearticulation between the question of temporality into thinking of structure and a marked shift from Althusian theory to take structural totalities as theoretical objects into one which insights into contingent possibility of structure inaugurate a renewed conception of hegemony as a bound up with the contingent sites and strategies for rearticulation of power. If we were lucky.
You think you had it tough. And we had to get out of that darn shoebox at 12 o'clock in the middle of the night and lick Lewis Road clean with our tongues. And then we'd have to go from there to the IDS canteen for food downstairs. And then field work, 24 hours a day in Shittingdean. And when we got back to IDS, we needed peer support therapy to process our tutorials with Michael Lipton. And then to boot, we even literally booted down in the IDS library's dust-covered basement archives to go and find the lost paradigm. You know, Maggie Thatcher had just decreed the neoliberal consensus on privatization, and all those Marxist dependency theorist fellows had become completely unemployable overnight.
Right. We had to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before going to bed, drink a cup of Marmite, field work of 29 hours a day in a toilet pit. Remember that scene from Slumdog Millionaire? Pay the pit owner for permission to do field work. And then when we got to the IDS, our convener and our program officer would make us write learning journals in triplicate.
But you try and tell these master students that today, and they wouldn't believe ya.
No, No. No. They have it too good.
Bloody millennials.
Oof.
Yeah.
Carmen! What? We think the students are finally figuring out we're not real fellows!
We need something that is quintessentially IDS to make them think that we're real.
What?
More strategic goals?
We need a Panto.
Oh.
There's nothing more IDS than a Panto. You there, get a goatee and a man bun and put on a fake accent. You'll look like Miguel, and you can bully some alumni and blackmail some fellows to put a Panto together. Do it!
Wow, you sound a lot like Melissa there. Okay, let me see what I can do with last year's MA Panto. I don't think they're doing anything these days.
Excellent!
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? Have you found a job yet?
Oh, no. No one's hiring Americans. They all think we have Trumpitis. But it's okay. I started my own business while waiting for the vaccine.
Oh, really? What is it?
I started knitting cat sweaters.
You mean sweaters for cats or sweaters with cats on them?
No, that's silly. Sweaters from cats. Cat hair sweaters.
Oh, I didn't know you had a cat.
Of course I don't. I'm allergic. But here comes Miguel. Oh God, he terrifies me. He's so scary. I don't want to do this Panto. I don't want to do this. It was the worst thing. Oh no. Okay. Hi, Miguel.
Hello. Yes, well, okay. All right, class of 2020. Here's what I have to say. You were the worst Panto I ever did. And now let me tell you. Now, I hope you have something to redeem yourselves. I'm guessing that, like most IDS alumni, I imagine that you are unemployed, so you have no excuse.
Well, it's not like we have nothing.
I swear, if it's another toilet joke, I will personally revoke your master's degree myself.
Oh no, of course we aren't doing that again. Wait, can you actually do that?
My stuffing is on the line, and your class is the last one to submit anything. Again. You know, we need this to convince everyone that we're not in a pyramid scheme, right? And where is everyone else?
About that. So the class of 2020 thinks we're cursed. And so with, not having a Panto, the strikes, and the event that cannot be named and never ends, no one really wanted to participate.
Oh, come on. Suck it up and contribute. We need the newbies to believe we're actually real people. We also need to show them that we're so Torven and not just a bunch of boomers.
Right, and you wouldn't want them to think you're a bunch of children, since your logo looks like a child's drawing of a tattoo you get while finding yourself while traveling. Yeah. But anyways, we do have an idea. How about the non-critical, non-incident team? No? Okay. So yeah, like everything is so great and nothing's happening, and you were just, there's no more rumors. No one knows that IDS is married to the other half of IDS. Okay, nope. So how about couch potatoes are the real heroes? No. How about Mick can finally rest his legs? No more. What? No. Okay. Terrible. Cooks are saving the economy through takeout. Nope. The tax cluster has finally stopped hiring. No. We have a rejected Prince Charming.
What?
A rejected Prince Charming? You know, Prince, he's charming, very fairy tale, very sweet, very...
Hello, my good fellows. I am Prince Charming.
And why are you here?
Why? Because all good pantomimes need a fairy tale hero. I have trudged through land and sea, walked through hot sun and cold sun. I have fought off foes and friends, and I even participated in a Robert Chambers participatory workshop, all to save my one true love from her locked up tower, guarded by a fire-breathing dragon. But alas, as I arrived to her, she rejected me, as I had lied about my height on my Tinder profile. But, I am here to win the hearts of your new students.
By doing what?
Well, I can't kiss without consent anymore, nor be persistent these days.
He'll be charming, because he's charming.
Yes, I'll be charming your students.
Excuse me, but is this related to anything? What's the plot?
Heda, I think, oh no, Heda's having technical difficulties. We don't really have a plot. You know, we all sort of lost the plot when you kicked us out of the Octagon scheme in March.
Oh, jeez. You really are the worst panto writers ever.
Well, come on. All the kids' parties have been cancelled since March.
Am I supposed to care?
Yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, my God, I'm not doing this.
But I just don't know anymore. I mean, aren't you supposed to care? Aren't you supposed to be helping those in needs and making things good? I mean, isn't this IDS, Institute of Development, shams or shenanigans? Well, I'm in need and I'm a sham.
We're anti-monarchy and pro anything that seems like democracy but isn't really. And you just said you were a sham, so why would we hire you?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did say that.
No, I didn't.
I'm not doing this again.
But see, I'm really good at it.
You know what? I'm just going to ignore you right now. Colby, are you paying attention?
Fine. I'm not going to help you anyway. Your panto suck. Sesame Street is so much better.
Colby? Colby? Colby!
Yes. Hi.
You're not even paying attention to this. You have no clue how important this is.
Yes, I do.
Oh, no, oh my God, not again. No, I'm not doing it.
Miguel, it's time you start making dinner. I'm hungry.
Oh, yes, just a second, shot, Didier. Colby, again. If this fails, I'm holding you personally responsible. I'll tell everyone, all the pioneers, Melissa, Linda, Robert, Amartya, Bill and Melinda, everyone. You'll never work in development. Ever!
No, but I'm already unemployed. I don't have a job. Oh, kitty, pretty kitty. You want to buy a cat sweater?
I thought this was really bloody good.
Really, Robert? I thought it was terrible. Bad.
Oh, come on. If you reflect on it, you can't be as dogmatic as that. You're perhaps being overcritical.
Well, Perhaps there were some okay moments. I think okay moments is what I'll give you, Robert.
That's so good. Well, okay, but I think in making a judgment, we have to look at ourselves and be reflexive, self-reflexive. And I suppose if I do that and think about that, then I begin to see that perhaps it wasn't so good.
Exactly.
That it had,
but actually, if you take it as a whole instead of reflexive... If you take it as a whole, Robert, I think you'll recognize it was really pretty good. It may have been the best ever in IDS.
I don't know. I mean, after all, these were puppets against the evil puppets.
Robert, puppets in a panto. This is a panto, Robert. Where are the puppets?
You should be able to notice that they're actually puppets.
In this year's puppet,
anyway,
panto.
One would have expected a rebellion. One would have expected a rebellion against the evil puppets.
Well, I put on my glasses now, Robert, and I can't see any puppets.
What did he mean? No puppets?
How can you not see us? Puppets are instrumental to how IDS works. This just is unacceptable and... Make more!
Yes, Mechmore, defender of the Octagon, champion of the strategic staff, and puppet slayer. I am back. It took me a long walk to realize something's up, and I'm here to rescue us all. What needs doing? I brought the whole tax team with me. Well, they're on their way. I walk really fast.
Nick, we've got the vaccine. The health cluster has found a vaccine. We can start teaching face-to-face.
The world is saved. You did it, health cluster.
World saved. We've only made enough vaccines so we can go back to face-to-face teaching. We're zoomed out.
Face-to-face? Puppet Slayer? Sorry, Garnet, but we ain't working under these conditions.
No, you told us we wouldn't have to work with the tax people.
That's right. It's too taxing.
And those people from the health cluster.
They're just too healthy for me.
And popular politics.
Populists.
And participation.
Too complex.
And don't let me start on all the other ones.
No, sir. We're out of here.
Let's go then. I shall respond to a request by a Mr. Tickle. Sussex might be more puppet inclusive. They're the real number one in any case.
Goodbye.
Well, I think the world might just return to normal now.
And I did it all. I take full credit.
Of course you do. You're a man.
Oh. Well, it's come up on a different screen. That's not very good. Jack, I need some help here. Oh, God, how do I open the PowerPoint? Am I supposed to see myself? I can't see myself. All right, I'm just going to click through. Jack, is that all right? Okay, welcome to the end of the Panto. I really hope you enjoyed this year's amazing production. Frankly, the Muppets can take over as far as I'm concerned. And of course, this has been a year of firsts. The first time IDS has weathered a global pandemic, the the first time we've taught our MA programmes online, and the first time we've had all our meetings online, and many other firsts as well. So, of course, the first online Panto, and my goodness me, what a success. Enormous thanks to everybody, to all the actors, the participants, the musicians, the writers, and of course this year the tech support, and especially to Miguel for his extraordinary role in keeping this vital, safe, unsafe space at IDS open for us all. It's a vital part of the Institute's year and its community, and this year more than ever. Because, to paraphrase our Board of Trustees at its meeting last week, in many ways this has been the year from hell. Terrible for the world, with the pandemic causing untold deaths and amplifying injustices and discrimination for many people in so many places. Terrible for so many of us personally, in struggling with health and well-being for ourselves and for our loved ones, dealing with all kinds of stresses in work and learning and non-work life, and balancing these. A time of really big and multiple anxieties, and I really don't want to underestimate those. Yet, of course, it's also been a year when solidarities and community have provided support and hope, and actually really helped to see us through, globally, locally, in so many countries around the world, and here in IDS. Here we've seen agility, we've seen our ability to adapt to uncertainties, to find learning experiences and seeds of the positive, of transformations, one might call it, amidst challenge. And above all, I think, to support each other with care and with kindness. These are characteristics that I've always seen as really special to IDS, and they've shone through this year more than ever. So wherever you are now, please raise a glass or a cheer for the IDS community. Let's really hope that we can do so face to face before too long. And meanwhile, wherever you are, have a peaceful, restful, joyous and really well-deserved holiday season. Warmest festive wishes to everybody. Thank you.
Hello? Why am I still stuck in here? Is everybody gone? Is the Panto over? Hello? Hello?
I've never seen anything like that before.
And with any luck, I'll never see anything like it again.
No!
Play it again.
Oh, right.